in this video we will discuss DC machine concept, that is DC motor types and characteristics. Motor which converts electrical to mechanical, output is mechanical, right? Where we are using DC motors for a constant load application, lathe machine, milling machine, drilling machine, they are using shunt motor, and the lift cranes, hoist and all, they are using series motor DC. Okay, and characteristics will discuss by drawing the graph. Okay, and motor, like name itself indicates, right? Motor, rotating will be there, rotation will be there. So DC motor types. Types of DC motor: shunt motor will be there, series motor will be there, compound motor will be there. In that compound, short shunt compound motor, long shunt compound motor. So application already we discussed, and necessity of starter, that is extra point. This is a brushed DC motor concept. Okay, so this one is separately excited DC motor. Separate DC supply is required for exciting the field winding, so called separately excited DC motor. This one. Okay, see here armature is separated by this field winding. So for the excitation of field winding, we required separate DC supply. That's why it is called as a separately excited DC motor. Next, series motor, self-excited. This one, field winding is series with the armature. There is no separate DC supply requirement for the exciting the field winding. That's why it is called as a series DC motor. Next, there is a compound DC series motor. This one is a DC series motor. Field winding is parallel with only armature. It's called as a shunt motor, and if it is compound motor, if it is compound motor, both the field windings will be there. I mean shunt field winding and then series field winding. First one is separately excited DC motor, second one is series DC motor, another one is shunt DC motor. So compound motor, combination of both shunt motor and then series motor. Both the field winding would be present in the DC motor. Shunt motor we are using for lathe machine, milling machine, drilling machine, because constant load is needed, constant speed is needed. But series motor we are using heavy load application, like heavy speed application, even though no load speed is not possible in the series motor, right? Series DC motor. Okay, so they are using compound motor application, like both the side, shunt motor side and then compound motor side. Variable speed is possible in the compound motor, long shunt compound motor, short shunt compound motor will be there. Okay, so next we will see characteristics of DC shunt motor and DC series motor, right? So shunt motor, torque versus armature current, speed versus armature current, speed versus torque. What about the torque equation of DC motor? Torque is directly proportional to phi P Z IA by 2 pi A. Correct, right? So torque is directly proportional to IA for DC shunt motor. So linear, right? Because torque is equal to IA, so linear. So armature current also same and then torque also same. That is torque versus armature current characteristics. And speed versus armature current characteristics. N is directly proportional to EB by phi. What about EB? EB is equal to VT minus IRA. So drop will be there, small drop. So small, I mean it reduces speed. I mean like armature current, if suppose speed is constant, armature current will reduce a small amount, or speed reduces small amount. So some variation will be there. And speed versus torque. So speed is this one, torque will be reduced. If suppose one rotation requires more torque and some more rotations, so torque requirement is less, right? So that is the characteristics of DC shunt motor. And characteristics of DC series motor, torque is directly proportional to phi Ia, so Ia square, so variable. So this is series motor. Okay, and speed versus armature current. See here, N is directly proportional to EB by phi. Phi is inversely proportional, so definitely so inverse graph is like this. Okay, and speed versus torque, same. Torque is directly proportional to 1 by Ia, because phi will be there, right? So same diagram like this. So this is the characteristics of DC series motor. And application of DC shunt motor, series motor, compound motor. Applications are like, this one is constant load application, shunt motor, like lathe machine, milling machine, drilling machine and all. And DC series motor, heavy load application, high load applications. Okay, so that you keep in your mind. So special type of DC motor, like brushed DC motor, brushless DC motor, stepper motor. These kind of motors we are using in the cars and all, and printing machines or Xerox machines and all. So advantages of brushed DC motor: cheapest and simplest motor, speed linear to applied voltage, simple motor control will be there. And the disadvantage for this motor is high maintenance required, low lifespan, and physical wear on brushes. And brushed DC motor, high efficiency, little to no maintenance, long lifespan, high output power, and frame size is less, like, okay. And disadvantage, more complicated motor control, large initial cost will be more, okay. And stepper motor, accurate position control, excellent low speed, torque, long life will be there. Disadvantages, low efficiency, prone to resonance, noise and torque ripple, cannot accelerate load rapidly. Okay, these are the types of special type of DC motor. So in our syllabus we are having shunt motor, series motor, compound motor. You make a table. Shunt motor is for low load application, constant load application, variable speed is not required, starting torque is also less. Lathe machine, milling machine, drilling machine, and centrifugal pump, reciprocating pumps, punching machines and all. And series motor, heavy load application, variable speed is not possible, and also torque is more, starting torque, and lift, cranes, hoist, elevators, they are using series motor. Compound motor, combination of both, punching machine, shearing machine, and lathe machine, drilling machine. So there we are using compound motor, because variable speed is also possible, heavy torque is also possible, so high load applications also. Thank you so much. Module 4 theory concepts completed. We will solve some problems based on DC motor. Okay. Thank you. And also I left on one concept, like why we need starter for the DC motor. Starter is for to limiting the starting current, to limiting over voltage, under voltage, and to limiting if suppose more torque, and also because the resistance of the armature is very less, so that purpose we are using starter, because back EMF is very less. I mean, back EMF is 0 at the time of starting. That's why we need starter. Okay, that you keep in your mind. So that's equation also. EB is equal to 5 planes with 60A. EB is equal to VT minus IA RA. Thank you so much.